maybe just take a little bit of bite of humble pie and thank the people all over the world through hard work and innovation that provide for this beautiful existence that you have that has you living so far above subsistence. And yeah, did I say shut the fuck up? Okay, yeah, do that. Do more of that. Anyway, into the actual show.
Which we're going to keep to a brisk 25
hours.
Minutes.
Off we go like a herd of turtles.
To match the degrees outside, it's chilly.
Today's meme comes to us, it's, as we said, memeception, because it is some dumb shit tweeted something, and then a dumb shit meme page shared the tweet as a meme, and then another dumb shit meme page shared that meme page's sharing of the tweet. What we have is a tweet that was shared by the Green New Deal Facebook page, which was shared by the other 98% repeat offenders on the show. And this tweet, as you can imagine from those pages that shared it, is going to be pretty brain dead. And very proud of it. Very proud of their ignorance they are over at those pages. And apparently this Gage, whoever tweeted this. And this tweet comes to us from July of 21. So it's a little bit late, but they're still sharing it 2 years later. Gage has this to say, quote, "We were literally," that's all. I'm going to pause right there. Literally is always the first sign of somebody that not a whole lot of marbles there.
Hold on.
There is a proper time and use for the word literally. It's not literally every sentence. You see what I did there?
I did.
Anyway, do you have something to say before I finish the rest of the tweet?
How's that working out for you? Being clever.
Feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good.
That's a good boy.
Doesn't happen often.
All I was going to say is the same guy that says literally is the same guy that says, I'm not fucking with you. This actually happened. It's like, okay, here we go. Take me on a journey that I don't have to listen to or ever repeat ever again.
So back to the tweet, quote, "We were literally born onto a planet that grows food. How did we fuck up so bad that I got a credit score?" Now, if your IQ is above the double digits, you're probably thinking, that's so vacuous and vapid and stupid. Like, why? I know I just kind of, it was redundant. I said it the same thing in multiple ways.
No.
Just want to make sure everybody gets it.
You're going for the V for Vendetta thing.
I know. I needed a third V, but I didn't have it.
The vicissitudes of fate. This visage, no mere veneer vanity. Yeah,
great movie.
Check it out. We should have a watch along for that.
We should. Maybe for the paid subscribers.
Maybe.
WMDPodcast.com. Support our work. Pay us some money. Anyway, you're probably thinking, who the fuck thinks, first of all, that is profound enough to tweet in the first place, let alone have multiple layers of memeception retweeted out, thinking that was like the wisest thing anybody's ever said since Socrates.
Smart. Check him out, bro.
So we just wanted to break this meme down real quick, short and sweet for you. First of all, if you have a fucked up credit score, I don't know who this we is unless you got a mouse in your pocket that fucked it up for you. Because last time I checked, that's on you, Captain. If you don't know how to manage money and you are a dumb shit that just thinks that little plastic card just buys you all your hopes and dreams for free and you're never going to have to pay it back or suffer any consequences, that one's kind of on you.
No, it's like a little miniature government in your pocket that like, I'm going to pay for it today and I'll wait for the consequences whenever. And I'll blame other people for it.
Second of all, this idea that, well, just food grows naturally on the planet. So like, what's the big deal? We ought to just be all walking through the Garden of Eden, just munching from this tree and that tree.
Well,
and
bitches fucked that up for us now, didn't they?
Not placing the blame
toxic masculinity.
There.
Toxic masculinity didn't bite the apple, did it?
Is that, yes, to be very literal, to be, well, perhaps too literal, as sometimes I have been accused, and rightly so of being, is, yes, okay, food does grow naturally on the planet. But, newsflash, not in sufficient quantities to feed about 8 billion of us. So in order to grow enough food to feed all of us, you're going to need a little bit of intellect which again, if you think that this tweet is something really profound, you probably are sorely lacking in. And also a little bit of hard work. You know, that thing that is also sorely lacking in the cult of envy that is also known as socialism, which is, you know, where this whole thing is going. So I would suffice it to say that if this tweet really says something to you and they really made a really brilliant point about how far humanity has fallen, you probably aren't the one that's contributing to the global food supply sufficient to feed enough people. So maybe sit down, shut the fuck up, manage your money a little better so your credit isn't shit, and maybe just take a little bit of bite of humble pie and thank the people all over the world through hard work and innovation that provide for this beautiful existence that you have that has you living so far above subsistence. And yeah, did I say shut the fuck up? Okay, yeah, do that. Do more of that.
Okay, Dane, I have one question. Do iPhones grow on trees?
I believe so. I believe
they are apples after all.
That was the one.
They are apples. This guy plucked his iPhone 13 with 3 cameras from the tree of knowledge, and he's been just eating it up ever since. Oh my God. What if the Bible that was actually the apple that we took a bite out of? Because there's a bite taken out of that apple. There's a bite taken out of that apple.
Bro, you just conspiracy theory'd the shit out of my shit.
We should put a trigger warning. We should put a trigger warning on it. Oh, I bet it was.
Bro,
I bet it was. Knowledge is the bite of knowledge. Boom.
Listen, we paid subscribers. We have not done a bonus episode in a while. I'm writing it down now because that was some top-notch shit.
That wasn't what
We're gonna do a bonus episode just on that.
I didn't even
chopping it up.
I didn't even take any LSD tonight.
That was good. That was a nice connection.
No, but my point being is that with his grandiose conjecture, he forgot one simple caveat that throws his entire argument completely off. Is that you can still do that. You have the option to go out into the wilderness, sans your iPhone, and build a log cabin, hunt deer, pick your berries and nuts. Be careful. Some of the berries, poisonous. And just live off the land if that's what you truly want to do. But I have my doubts that that's actually what you want to do. So shut the fuck up, play by the rules, pay your goddamn credit cards like a fucking adult, and enjoy this food that's brought to the local fucking grocery store and say thank you for once. Instead of saying what's wrong with everything else, be appreciative of the fact that it exists in the first place to make your life the best life that has been lived. Thus we know thus far. Without
taking us too much further and not getting into the next segment, I'm reminded of the Louis C.K. stand-up where it's like people bitching about their phone while they're on a plane, and it's like, can you give it a space? Or can you give it a second? It's going to space. You're literally soaring through the sky like a fucking Greek god, and you're pissed off that your phone doesn't have immediate, cell service. Like, that is the reason why, as all good jokes have an element of truth to them, is the reason why that joke's so funny is because people like this exist.
He has a better one.
They look at all of the material wealth that's around them that has been accumulated over time by people being smart, innovating, by being frugal and saving their capital so they can invest it and create new technologies that are literal miracles to just a few generations ago. And they don't stop for 1 second and think, wow, how did this get here? I am so fucking lucky. Man, I'm grateful to be born at the time that I was, to have all of these, entrapments of modern civilization. This is beautiful. No, they're going to sit there and fucking bitch about on the technology that other people worked so hard to create, about how fucked up humanity is because there's credit scores now and that there just is an overwhelming abundance of food on the planet for all of us. It's just, these are the worst kind of people.
There's a better Louis C.K. joke that hits directly on this topic. He's like, if God came down and said, why are there oil on the ducks? It's like, well, I wanted to go fast. It's like, I put it in the ground. Why did you dig it down? Because I have a car and I don't want to walk, and walking's hard, so I gotta go. He's like, well, what is this? He's like, why are you so fat? He's like, I don't know. It's like, I've been eating a lot. He's like, well, why didn't you just eat the shit on the ground? I love shit. I'm murdering this joke, by the way. You should check it out. It's Louis C.K. He's kind of a famous person. Not for what he was
not allowed to
for.
be anymore.
He's not allowed to be, but he's still pretty funny. Anyway, so he's like, I left the shit on the ground. Just eat the shit on the ground. It's like, but it doesn't have bacon on it. I want it wrapped in like bacon. Anyway, so that's kind of the mentality. He was basically making fun of the mentality, which is what you were just saying.
Yeah.
Of you're never happy. It's always got to be better. And it's always got to go faster.
Yeah.
Until we're dead.
And isn't that funny how the people who act like that, it's always what they think, despite being completely ignorant and proud of it, that if everything was done the way they want it, then it would be utopia, right? And this is why that mentality attracts the politicians that become totalitarian regimes, because, right, only their way is the right way. And if you go against it, well, that's because you're just an evil, terrible person who probably should be exterminated. And then, you know, fast forward 100 years to the 20th century and you got 200 people dead at the hands of their own government. But I digress.